All right, welcome to Ditch the Pavement, the show where we talk about making outdoor activity a priority. My name's Presley. I'm joined with my girlfriend Haley,
What's up, y'all?
and we're just getting started. So today we're going to talk about what all Ditch the Pavement means and what you guys are going to see in the show, and let's get rolling.
Let's get to it.
So we came up with this idea, Ditch the Pavement. Haley and I both have a lot of outdoor hobbies, so
A lot is an understatement.
quite a few. Our garage is full of stuff.
Yeah.
And we both work office jobs, and we'll get into that a little bit more here in a bit. But uh, though we both work in the office, we've always had a desire to get outdoors and ditch the pavement and do stuff. And we'd much rather be.
Outside doing something. I growing up, my parents didn't have a normal job, so it's kind of amazing I ended up in an office job.
Yeah, that is pretty ironic, actually.
It's like I saw what they did and I was like, but now I'm like, maybe not.
Yeah, it's good, for stability and stuff. But
So the main thing that like resonates with us is just getting out and exploring. Like we recently moved to Greenville, South Carolina, and we moved from Myrtle Beach, so completely different spaces. We went from the beach to the mountains. So we like to just get out and explore, and it's been a little hard because of COVID. It made it a little more difficult, but we are starting to get out and explore things, and we really like hiking, which is why we chose Greenville. One of the big reasons.
yeah, definitely, and not just hiking, but mountain biking and really just overall outdoor activities.
We like our two-wheeled outdoor activities.
We both ride dirt bikes and stuff. So we moved to Greenville, and we've always had, that was kind of the jump that we've been wanting to do, and um, obviously it's a lot more outdoor oriented place than the beach or somewhere coastal where,
It's all about tourism.
right, yeah, too many people and too many tourists, exactly. So we
Too
moved,
much neon.
yeah, definitely. We moved to Greenville, and we knew that we wanted to get involved, specifically with the outdoor community, and actually do something with a purpose. And Ditch the Pavement is, something that we're looking forward to, as far as God dang it. Ditch the Pavement is something that we're looking forward to, is using it as an outlet to inspire those people to get outside and do stuff. And it really doesn't matter what you're doing, whether you're riding your bike or walking or going to an outdoor festival or something. It's all about getting out and doing stuff. And specifically, those people that work in the office day in and day out and really don't have a lot of outdoor connection or anything.
The dog interrupted.
Yeah, those people that don't have really much outdoor connection and stuff, you get burnt out, and trust me, we know firsthand.
Yeah.
So we want to use this platform as a way to inspire those people to get out and do stuff.
Yeah, I mean, we want to, and like you said, inspire others to specifically get out, but also to care about nature because there's so much beautiful things and wonders in the world, and I think a lot of people don't get to experience it and they're really missing out. So I want to help, get those people into nature to experience it, and then also create a community.
I believe you're looking for a community.
Yes. Create a community that also comes together to preserve that nature for future generations, because we're at a really critical point in our world where we have to be taking care of Mother Earth and, taking care of nature and making sure that it goes on way beyond us.
Yeah, definitely. And Haley and I watched this YouTube.
Well, okay, I don't think it was a YouTube film. We
No, no,
found
no.
it on YouTube.
It was just the host was YouTube, but it was on YouTube, and it's a film called Big Land.
By Tight Loops.
Tight Loops. They're I forget the people's names. Amy and Chase.
Yeah.
They are avid fly fishermen, and they went up to Labrador, Canada, which I honestly had never even heard of. before this, and they were talking
It's
about,
way up north.
yeah, and way up there, pretty cold.
They said it had like 9 months of winter. I think it was 9 months.
Yeah, something like
Like
that.
like
Because they were
almost
talking about the summers
Antarctic.
being hot and like the plants weren't able to grow. And
Yeah,
they don't
and
know what hot is.
buggy as heck.
Yeah, and it was crazy. They had said like 50% of the river systems in Labrador have never been explored by human.
Yeah, like most of the, I think it's a big part of northern Canada is like this, but like especially in Labrador, like there's so much that is uninhabited, like untouched by humans, and they were showing in it, and it was gorgeous.
Amazing. Yeah, and so that kind of hit home right with what Haley was saying about conservation, and really, it's conservation is one thing, but it's really just about giving a damn.
Yeah.
Um, we use land to do all sorts of things. Why would we ruin it with other crap?
Yeah, that's what they talked about is it seems that people view land as a resource that can be exploited and used. And why can't it should be a resource that is like viewed and admired because it can provide an intangible asset to us, and that's what he's talking about. Like that's the hard part to kind of wrap our heads around because I think a lot of it is we want tangible things, but the intangibleness of it I think is more important.
I think I would rather go there than a shopping mall, though. So.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, you just hate malls.
Yeah, I do. I not only want to ditch the pavement figuratively, but also literally. Literally. But yeah, so, move people to get out and enjoy nature, but also to care about it and, care about preserving it and become active and, share your beliefs and all that stuff. So I think, the bottom line with us is just get outside and explore.
Got any good segues?
Segue. All right, so we mentioned specifically office workers. So why do we hit on that so much? Well, Haley and I
Hello,
both,
me and you.
yeah. I'm a data analyst and Haley's an accountant. So we're both
Project accountant. Thank you. Get it right.
project accountants. That's right.
It's different than just regular accounting, okay?
Ask 90% of the U.S. population what the difference is and see what they say.
I know. We're not super exciting in our actual jobs.
So we basically look at computer screens and Excel all day and
Literally all day.
deal with numbers and everything and sit in the chair. Terrible for your back and everything else.
I don't have a chair right now. I just have a stool.
Yeah. And
I have a very, very poor home office set up currently.
But we're about to move, so hopefully we can get that dialed in here soon.
I want a standing desk.
Yeah, definitely. If you can't get outside, at least get a standing desk. If you take away one thing from this show, at least do that. Yeah, my back is killing me. And the thing is, I don't know how people do that for 40 years.
I don't know. That's like when you see the older people that are like hunched over, and I'm like, I don't want to look like that when I'm older. How do I fix it now?
I gotta wash my hat. My hat bill hit it.
My God.
So yeah, we both work office jobs, and we have sort of been down that route for some time. We met in college, so we went to Coastal together and CCU, and we spent a lot of time tailgating, hanging out with friends, and going to NASCAR races.
All Darlington. We went to Darlington a couple times. We drove out to Talladega. That was fun. Darlington was always so hot.
Yeah, it's hot as crap. There's no breeze. It's just
No breeze. It's
hot.
in a horrible spot of the state. No offense to Darlington.
Yeah.
It's just so hot. And it's what is it? We would go in. Was it September? When
The
is the
car
race?
race is Labor Day weekend, yeah.
Oh.
Next weekend.
Yeah.
Would be Darlington, except for COVID has messed us all up.
So September in basically the middle of the state is hot.
Yeah, in a lot of states, September starts to cool off. Not here.
It gets hotter.
Yeah, it seems to be that way.
But we've always, like I kind of said earlier, like my parents didn't have normal jobs when I was younger. What they did have was their own parasailing business. So in the summer, I was always outside on the beach and I was always working. So those were the most fun jobs I ever had because I got to work outside and be on the ocean. So it was the best thing I ever did. And so and my dad was a Boy Scout. So that really helped to, like, ingrain the outdoors into our life because he was always taking us camping and stuff like that. And so, it's always been a passion of mine. And I originally was going to go to college for marine science, and then I realized that I enjoyed the ocean more as a hobby and a passion than as my career. So that's how I ended up in accounting. Long story short on that one.
Yeah. So me growing up, I've always had a passion. I hate saying passion, but it's just been really a part of my life. Even though I lived in coastal area, South Carolina, no mountains or anything like that, but I've always enjoyed going to the mountains, whether it was skiing or going backpacking or anything like that. But it was always such a far drive, and you had to do it on a weekend trip, which we did plenty of, but we made it.
But you also were hunting, so you were out in the wilderness on that too.
Yeah. I was never inside as a kid. It was either in the driveway playing basketball or hunting or fishing or whatever. Didn't matter what it was.
Yeah,
honestly.
we were always during the summer before I started working, I would be out with the neighborhood boys running around and like all day we would be out. We wouldn't come home. We would swing by someone's house to get water, and that would be about it.
I think people that think like us, like, it doesn't matter really what your passion is. You just want to do something outside.
Yeah.
Hey, you want to go through the football? Sure. You want to go throw rocks? Or,
You guys want to go watch the NASCAR race in the parking lot outside of our apartment?
Sure, it's better than in here. Yeah, so.
That actually happened.
Yes, quite often.
We tailgated NASCAR races outside of our apartment. Well, our buddy's apartment complex.
Anything we can do to get outside, we did, and never made excuse. So that was, it's always been a part of us. And now another thing that I started when I was young was riding dirt bikes, and I recently got.
You started on a big boy.
Yes, 250 KX 95 KX 250 two-stroke. Still ride it sometimes, but.
My dad tried to get me into riding dirt bikes when I was like probably 14 or 15, but I was very, very, very stubborn and didn't want to do it. And then I just dug my heels in for too long, and so it's really stupid, but like it looked fun, but I still just dug my heels in. I was like, no, I'm not doing it.
At that point, there was no turning back.
Until you came around.
Yep. And then it was either I'm going riding without you, or you can come and ride as well. So
you're so kind to me. But it was good.
But it was good to get back into it. And, when I first went to college, or really almost the entire time at college, I didn't really ride at all. And
were you riding like in high school and stuff?
Oh, yeah. All the time. Yeah. But in college, I didn't really do it. Other things happen, your friends and all that stuff. So
college is hard time to do
stuff. Took a sabbatical, basically. But got back into it, and we had some friends that rode. And so we spent a lot of weekends out at tracks, which is one of the best forms of ditching the pavement you can do.
Oh, it's so much fun.
Yep. And we still do that now. Ride dirt bikes and mountain bikes and stuff is probably the two biggest things we do. We also work out of our garage, which is fun.
That's a newer one on our
newer one. Yes.
Hobby. I don't know. I don't know if you would necessarily call that a hobby, but
it depends on how you do it, I think.
Our list of activities.
Yes, which is ever
growing. You're about to add fly fishing now.
I'm telling you, big land. That was awesome.
I highly recommend it. It was so cool.
Maybe we can have them on the show. That'd be nice.
Let's pump the brakes. But you got me into riding dirt bikes, and then you also got me into riding mountain bikes.
Yep.
Because obviously, I mean, like, growing up, I rode bikes, but it was, like, around the neighborhood. It was never, like, out mountain biking or whatever. Because it's kind of hard to do in Myrtle.
Yeah, they do have a couple trails.
They have the Hulk, which is pretty good, but it's more of, like, distance than steep-ass hills.
But I like both of them because you get...
they're similar, but also different, obviously.
Yeah, but also you get both sides of things. You can be by yourself, but also with people at the same time. When
Mm-hmm.
you're riding up a mountain on a trail or something, or going down, it doesn't matter if you're going down or up, but when you're on your mountain bike, it's just you. But then when you take a break and you hang out, you're with your friends.
Yeah.
And then when I'm out on the track on a dirt bike, I'm by myself. But then when you get back to the pits and stuff, you're with your friends.
Yeah.
So
It's a
get the
lot of
best of
fun.
both worlds. Yep.
It's the best of both worlds. So we've definitely learned a lot of lessons, and we have lots of little stories from our dirt biking adventures and our mountain biking adventures and all kinds of other things. So we kind of wanted to have somewhere to share it and to, hear that from other people too and get to know their tips and their lessons and all that because they know stuff we don't know. They have things that can help us and we want to share that with people.
Yeah, definitely. And I'm always very curious to learn about people, and I'm sure a lot of people are.
Because some people have incredible stories. And you're
Yeah.
like, how did that happen?
Yeah, like all the people that we ride with, or you see on the trail, or you pass a cool Tacoma. You're like, oh, I wonder what he does. And the sweet bike or whatever. It's just
Because you'll see on the road, you'll see bikes, like trucks going past you with bikes on the
tailgate.
tailgate. All I could think of was tailbed, and I know that wasn't right. On the tailgate. And I'm always like, oh, I wonder where they're going. Or I'm like, oh, are they coming back from a ride? Or where are they going to go ride? Like, you just see it more, and you're like, oh, I want to know. I want to know what you're doing.
Yeah, and we're gonna use this platform as a way to get engaged with those people and see what they're up to. And everyone has a really cool story, and I think this is a great way to share it and learn a little bit about people and extract some some lessons from those stories.
Yeah.
Um,
Maybe
there's a lot
help
of
some
stuff.
other people get started on all these activities, adventures, because they're a blast. They're so much fun.
Yeah, a lot of people are very curious in this stuff, and watch YouTube or read about going camping or hiking and stuff, but just don't do it, and
A lot of us, they just don't know where to start.
they have no idea. And Google quick start guide, blah blah blah. But then it's different when you're actually hearing it from a person who has done it versus reading a blog or a quick start guide or whatever it is. So and more of a first-hand account, not like a polished professional video with a guy behind the desk. This is how you tie a fly, So
Yeah.
that's, I think, what I'm really excited for. Is
Because I think if
talking to
people hear, if you hear the stories of what people have happened, what has happened on their adventures and how they've had fun or how they've grown as a person, like, it'll make you want to go out and do that.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Especially now. I want it to get cooler so we can go freaking camping.
Yeah, camping in the summer really sucks.
Don't recommend it in the South.
No.
No. Not unless you're trying to be full on sweating while you're sleeping.
I think part of our goal with doing this is to help people with that and figure out a way to get started and share.
Between actually on this podcast or people, reach out to us and have questions on Twitter or whatever, like, we'll share all of the knowledge we have on it.
Yeah, and we want to get some events going at some point.
Yeah.
Local, like we said, we're in Greenville, big mountain biking community and outdoors community in general. So we'll look at having some events and stuff, and really get the word out. So
Because it's time to ditch the pavement.
screw that pavement. So we talked a little bit about what DTP, and if we refer to DTP, we're talking about ditch the pavement, by the way.
We've already come up with an acronym.
Yeah, it's a lot quicker to say. So we talked about what DTP actually means to us, and we talked a little bit about who we are, and then we talked about what we're going to be covering on the show. And we have a lot of really cool topics coming up.
We're in the process of getting other people on the show, so you guys don't have to listen to us all the time.
Yeah.
You can hear other people's stories.
Yeah, but that's the exciting thing, definitely.
Yeah.
It's
For
a
us and
very
y'all.
nice- Yeah, both of us. It's a win-win.
It's a win-win-win.
Win-win-win. So we wanted to leave you guys with a little piece of advice that Haley and I had started doing, and it really actually works well and actually means a lot. And something very simple is, like we said earlier, we both work inside in an office.
And you've been working solely from home for long before COVID happened.
Oh yeah, I work fully remote permanently, and I started in 2017.
2017?
Yeah, so over 3 years I've been working from home.
And up until like a few months ago, you have been pretty much by yourself all day.
Me and our dog, and we just hang out and work. I outsource to her some. Don't tell my boss.
So that's why things get messed up.
Exactly. So one thing that we started doing, and I have been doing for a while, and
But now that I'm working from home too, it's something we're trying to do.
Yeah, we could do it together, and that's on Fridays. We try to spend an afternoon working outside off our laptops, where
Nice little Friday treat.
Yep, and we make it a serious priority, like schedule it on our calendar. Mm-hmm. I try not to accept any meeting invites or anything, which I hopefully don't get many Friday afternoon meetings, because those are the worst.
That would just suck regardless.
Yeah. But so, make it a priority, put it on your calendar, and go work outside. And, something as simple as sitting on your porch on a lawn chair, or setting up your hammock outside, or for us, Paris Mountain State Park is pretty close. You could go there and work at one of the picnic tables right by the lake.
Yeah. We'll have to do that one time. We've not done that.
Yeah, I've been wanting to do that since we moved here, but we haven't.
Way to share it.
Honestly forgot. But so do that and spend your Friday afternoon outside. You could still be productive and get your work done and everything, but it's a way to change things up, and what better way to kick off the weekend than actually enjoying
just finishing your work day outside.
Yeah. And if you're planning on going on an afternoon hike, you're already there. Just shut your laptop and put it away and lace up. You're good to go.
Say, see ya, boss.
Yep. So yeah, take that and
run with it.
Run with it, exactly. So
run to the outside.
It's really helped us.
And it's such a simple little thing you can do.
Yeah, it is really actually very simple.
And you could do it, any day. Like if you're having a bad day, just go sit out on your porch in the afternoon or whatever, just to switch things up if you're having a bad work day or something.
Preferably in the fall.
Unless it's shaded. And there's a breeze. But yeah, definitely on Fridays.
I call it off-site Fridays. It's a thing.
We're making it a thing.
Yes. Maybe we'll record the podcast off-site sometimes. We'll just take this to
We'll just take the whole table.
Take everything to the Paris Mountain. Run an extension cord. All right, guys, that about wraps it up. You've learned a little bit about who we are and what DTP means to us and what we're planning for the future. Thanks for checking us out, and check out our website, ditchthepavement.com. You'll see a little bit more about us, and you can see all the podcast episodes on there as well. They're all backlogged, or you can check us out. Or if you prefer, if you enjoy the show, tell a friend and check us out on iTunes. Leave a rating. That really helps. And it's the easiest way to stream the show, probably. We're on Spotify too, so check us out there. And we're also on social media. If you have any questions or topic ideas or anything, really, you just want to chat, hit us up on Twitter. We're Twitter and Facebook at Ditch the Pavement.
PVMT. Getting fancy.
Pavement is PVMT, not PAVEMENT.
Yeah, that was too long. So we shortened it up.
Yeah.
So ditch the PVMT.
Yep. So check us out there and hit us up. We want some feedback.
We want to talk to y'all.
Ideas, communication. It's COVID times, we looking for that communication with human beings. So thanks again for listening, and we'll see you out there. Peace.
Bye-bye.